You might have heard of the concept of servant leadership by Robert K. Greenleaf. His books, I think it's about his 25th edition or 25th year now. And I'm not particularly comfortable with the title, servant leadership, although I think it does tell us what it really means. And there's different ways to look at it, and perhaps I'll share those later on in the posting. There's lots of evidence to suggest, and lots of great storytelling. Hermann Hesse, Journey to the East is a good example. It's a bit of a spoiler, but you probably get the sense of it anyway, is that the person you perceive to be the servant in the storyline, actually when they go away and come back, you realise actually they were the leader, but they were actually serving first. So probably away from servant leadership, I like the idea of, are you being of service? How can you be of service to others? So for example, in a work setting is how can you serve others? And I had this brilliant the other day. I had a very senior person email me, and also someone else email me just for some admin stuff. And I was like, well, I've got to reply to the senior person really quickly. I'll do that on my phone. Won't wait till I get back out of the car to my laptop. Literally trying to do it 5 minutes quicker than I would have got to the office. And that was okay, and that was right. But I also reflected, hang on, this person needs some administration stuff. They're waiting for that. I knew that they couldn't proceed without me. So if I leave it in the inbox for 2-3 days, they're just sitting there stuck. And actually, if I'm being of service to others, then I've got to treat both emails with that same level of respect. And of course, you have to prioritise. That's back to time management, I suppose. But really, how can you be of service to others? Now, again, let's play with the language. Greenleaf talks about 3 questions. His book is, personally, I found it quite heavy. It's quite heady. So I've distilled some of the best parts from it into like a mini workshop. And here are some of his 3 questions. Do those served grow as persons? Do they serve as people, grow as people? Why would anybody accept the leadership of another except that the other sees more clearly? And I'll come back to what I think are the key words for these 2 questions and the third one as well. And are we really listening? So actually being of service to others, what he's really talking about is growing. So, are you growing others within your organisation or relationships? Are you able to see more clearly? And I think it's such a key leadership task is to do the hard yards, to find out what's happening to that team or different parts of the organisation or strategy, to provide clarity so that they can see. And I've always appreciated that. I've always appreciated a client or a leader or a manager actually can take that for me, and because they've got a different view. They've got a view of over there when I'm over there, helicopter view and everything else, that's seeing. And ultimately, are we really listening? So if you really want to think about, are you being of service to another person, whether it's servant leadership or not, I think those are 3 great values that you can take in. The idea that's the growing, the nurturing, the developing, providing clarity, and listening, observing. And of course, you've got to do something without listening and observing. You can't just listen and observe. Is what can you play back or reflect in that observation.